You. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. We're going to talk about the controversy, man, going on with Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis. And, for whatever weird ass reason, this fight did not happen. It's been an argument about, who should get what money and this, that, and the third. I'm going to keep it a dollar being with y'all. A lot of people want to say who's at fault. Is it Brian Norman's fault? Is it his team? Is it Jaron Boots Ennis' team? My personal opinion on this, I think it could be some shenanigans going on in the game. It honestly could be the promoters. The promoters can be doing some janky ass shit to where the point, because we watch them do this shit all the time. The promoters can be going back saying, okay, we offered this, and then telling the person that they actually offering, giving them less than what they're telling that their fighter that they offered their opponent. You know what I'm saying? So they could be over there, Eddie Hearn could be over there, yeah, Boots, yeah, so we're going to give you $6 million. Yeah, man, we tried to give him $1 million. He didn't even want to take it. Then they go to the real offer, though, that was getting said to goddamn Brian Norman was, oh, yeah, well, we offered him, $750,000. And, we offered him three and 3/4. You know what I'm saying? $750,000. He didn't want, look, this is what we got right here for you. What? Nah, man, I can get more than that, man. Y'all can up that up to $1 million or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, see, yeah, we offered him $1 million. Boots, we offered him $1 million. Why he don't want to take it? I don't know, man. Yeah, this shit is crazy. So, it got Boots running around here in interviews. Yeah, man, we gave him three times the amount. We gave him 3 different offers. He still ain't take it. So a part of me do want to jump on this nigga Boots' head, though. I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean. The reason why I want to jump on this nigga Boots' head about this shit is because, my nigga, you ain't got nobody nobody really want to fight you for real. Know what I'm saying? Now here it is, a nigga that got a belt that actually want to smoke with your ass. Nigga, you got to do any and everything possible to make the fucking fight happen, my nigga. Like, even if that takes you having to, like I said, everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wants to be Money Mayweather. Let me be specific. But none of y'all niggas want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. None of y'all niggas want to go through that. You know what I'm saying? There's probably fights Floyd knew that, man, I'm way bigger than dude. What the fuck we talking about? This nigga talking about he want this and he want that. Man, fuck that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Floyd had to go in there and do business. You know what I'm saying? And make it do what it do. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. You even think about fights when it comes down to and just being in a respectable position, even when he was turning into Money Mayweather. Y'all remember the Victor Ortiz fight, right? Floyd Mayweather pretty much was the B-side because he wasn't the champ. Now think about this. Floyd Mayweather was the B-side, being announced last at the end of the day, even though he was clearly the A-side. He clearly made the most money. But, as far as the sport goes, he kept the integrity of the sport of allowing Victor Ortiz to be walked out last and be announced last and things like that. Same thing, if I'm not mistaken, with Miguel Cotto, okay? Floyd Mayweather, clearly the A side, okay? But, respect to the champ and this, that, and the third. He gave Miguel Cotto his respect. Boots, listen, bro. You clearly the A side, but, bro, at the end of the day, if you're going to make the fight happen, bro, you got to make the fight happen. I'm not saying that, you need to give up all A side because you are bigger than Brian Norman Jr. We just going to keep it a dollar bean on that. You are bigger than him, but, you got to do what you got to do to make the fight happen. A lot of people, we sit up here and we get on Devin Haney, right? A lot of y'all get up here. Y'all still, Devin Haney ain't even been really doing anything. Y'all niggas still making videos about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He took his ass whooping, got his ass whooping, got his joint erased because Ryan cheated to a no contest at the end of the day. But y'all still up here tarnishing this nigga Devin Haney. He fought a nigga that was overweight, And on top of that, like I said, Devin Haney does what he needs to do to make the fights happen. Went to Australia. It's rumored that he might go to Australia again to fight Liam Paro, another champion at the end of the day. So, Ryan Devin Haney gets a lot of hate, but he be trying to make the fights happen. The only fights I feel like he really didn't want to make happen, the Shakur Stevenson fight for sure. Well, I can't even say that because they actually offered him. Shakur should have took that 25, but it is what it is. But the Tank Davis fight, he did not want that smoke. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. I'm willing to die on that hill. You know what I mean? That's a fight he did not want to take. And I still don't think he should be taking that fight with Tank Davis. Because if he thought with Ryan Garcia, what they did with that, listen, Ryan Garcia had to cheat to be all that. But his power was always going to be his power. But at the end of the day, Tank Davis would beat the hell out of goddamn Devin Haney. But anyway, let's get into the video. Let's get into fair accuse. So let's get into this video with Tim Bradley real quick. With his take on Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis.
Sometimes you being a fighter just like Devin Haney. Let me give you an example. Devin Haney, he wanted those belts from Kambosos. What did he do? He took short money. He went overseas, not once, but twice to receive that money.
Okay. Now think about that. Devin Haney didn't have to do that, but he wanted that opportunity so bad. Like I said, he took way less money. Well, not way less money, but he took less money than George Kambosos twice. Had to lock it in twice in Australia. There was no, okay, if I beat you, it was no fair negotiating when it came down to that. It was, if I beat you, you're done. And if you beat me, you got to come back here and you got to beat me again. And on top of that, the purse is still going to be the same. Now think about that, right? The purse is still going to be the same. You know what I mean? Which is that was a fuck nigga contract. You know what I'm saying? But Devin dared to be great. He wanted to win those titles and become undisputed so bad that he was willing to take that pay cut. I commend Devin Haney for that. You know what I'm saying? I really do. You know what I mean? Still to this day, still commend the brother for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him that he showed that he wanted that thing. He wanted that greatness. He wanted that glory at the end of the day. And he got that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him, man. But anyway, let's keep on.
That short money, but to get those belts. So if Boots really wanted this fight, it wasn't Eddie Hearns who had to give extra money. It was Boots who should have said, all right, you want the extra $500,000? I want that title. Here you go. Go ahead and take a little bit of my cut. I'll take a gamble because I believe I'm going to knock you out or beat you, and the fight's going to get made.
And that's it, man. That's it. Now, some of y'all might be like, nah, man, tell her it is TV, man. Brian Norman Jr. is with Top Rank, and we know that Timothy Bradley commentates for ESPN and Top Rank. So, he's just being biased towards his fighter. Now, it's the obvious. It's the obvious, right? But at the end of the day, he ain't lying, though. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious, yes, he could be taken up for his fellow, promotional company, right? Which is, ain't nothing wrong with that. Unless you're lying. Now, if you're out here capping and shit like that, that's when it's a problem. But in this case, he's not lying. Boots, you can give up that $500,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it took, you should have gave that up. Gave that nigga the little $500,000 to make the fight. Because now you're running around here fighting Karen, the dude that you already fought. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he fight that little white dude already? Where we was like, well, not we. Me personally, I was like, look, man, I ain't gonna hold you. That little white dude exposed the fact that, nigga, you don't really have too much defense. And if you got a slick boxer and shit like that, that could be a problem, especially if he got some pop. You know what I'm saying? If he can punch, you know what I'm saying? You might get cooked. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be fighting this dude again, but you could be fighting Brian Norman Jr. for a title, bruh. It's like, come on, man. Y'all niggas should have came to the table to make that fight happen. I mean, I don't like it, man, because like I said, Boots, man, you supposed to be doing any and everything you can to make these fucking fights happen, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You that's what you got. You got to do that, bruh. Because like I said, bro, ain't nobody about to tune in for you to fight this dude Karen again. I'm not watching that shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a dollar. I'm not watching that shit, man. Now, if he would have been fighting Brian Norman Jr., that's something I could have got excited for. You know what I'm saying? Even though the mass majority don't really know who Brian Norman Jr. is, but the hardcores we know. You know what I'm saying? We know who Brian Norman just had an impressive win, and we know that the landscape of the 147 division is now cleared out since Bud Crawford has moved up, and all the titles is all over the place like goddamn like gauntlet stones and shit, infinity stones and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Dragon balls and shit. So Boots got him a Dragon Ball, and goddamn Brian Norman Jr. got him a Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to motherfucking get these two in the ring, and let's see who gonna motherfucking come out and walk out with both Dragon Balls at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But no, money's the issue. You know what I'm saying? A little 500,000 is an issue for motherfuckers who get millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? You're getting millions of dollars, if I'm not mistaken, from what I heard out of Eddie Hearn's mouth or somebody's mouth at the end of the day, that Boots was going to get $600 million. Not $600 million, my bad. $6 million for the fight. You telling me you couldn't slide? And old boy was going to get one, I think he wanted one and a half, or he wanted one, and he wanted 1.5, or I think the final offer was probably 1.5, and he wanted 2. Whatever it took, bro, you was supposed to get that nigga the 2. You supposed to give him the offer that he couldn't refuse. And if he refused that, then you knew the nigga was ducking. Like, all right, this nigga ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? He ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. And you ain't going to be using my name for clout, nigga. We putting the cease, desist out. Nigga, don't ever mention my name, nigga, or it's going to be some money that you're going to have to spend for that shit at the end of the day, because clearly, nigga, you don't want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? We offered your bitch ass nigga the most money you ever made or ever going to make, and you turned it down. Keep my name out your mouth, nigga, or you will be getting cease and desist letters around this. Hey, that's how I would be playing if I was boxing and I had a name. Nigga, you ain't about to be just using my name and shit to be running around here in these interviews just talking crazy and shit when we wanted to fight your bitch ass and you running around here up in the score and shit. Like, nah, man, everybody got time for that shit, though. You want the fight or not. But Boots should have definitely gave the brother that extra $500,000 just to make the fight happen, bro. You got to do what you got to do to lock these fights in so you can start your legacy trail. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead. You could have been, like I said, this is a fight we could have been excited about. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, Boots about to fight old boy. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the dad was saying, Brian Norman Jr.'s dad was saying something about, the fight was going to be in Philly, but they wanted the fight to be in Vegas. Then I heard Eddie Hearn talking about it. How we going to make the fight in Philly, in Vegas, when Jaron Boots Ennis is from Philly, and all the money, pretty much what he was saying in a nutshell is that all the money was going to be made in Philly for the simple fact that Boots is from Philly. It's a hometown fight. He'll have a lot of people come out and support him, da-da-da-da. In Vegas, it's kind of unsure thing how big that fight could actually be. Yeah. A part of me can't agree with that, right? A part of me can't agree with that. Like, look, and y'all know I don't fuck with Eddie Kardashian. I don't fuck with that nigga at all. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie Hearn was somewhat right on that. Because, like I said, when it comes down to the money and the ticket selling and shit like that, Brian Norman Jr., if I'm not mistaken, is from New York. Boots is from Philly. Do you want to take it to a neutral ground so you make sure there's no shenanigans in the game where a motherfucker get robbed and shit because they at home and this, that, and the third? Of course, I get that aspect. But in the same breath, if you want to fight and you want to prove that you the best nigga, sometimes you gotta walk in a nigga trap and take that shit. Know what I'm saying? You gotta walk in a nigga trap and take that shit if you really like that. Know what I'm saying? If you ain't really like that, then that's when you start worrying about where it gonna be at, how much money I'm getting. I need extra this. I need to walk to the ring first. I need to walk to the ring last. I need to have the home, whatever venue we at. I need to be in the home locker rooms. I don't need to be in the away locker rooms. I need them to have for the pregame. Yeah, I need them to have my family. I need them cook all. I need them to get all kind of Popeyes chicken and goddamn KFC and goddamn Burger King and Chinese food and all kind of shit for the people that's gonna be there. I need all this stuff to be locked in order. Like, damn, nigga, you need a lot. You know what I'm saying? You need a lot, nigga. You better win this goddamn fight. Or somebody ain't sure they gonna win this goddamn fight. Making all these goddamn demands and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I do think that it's possible that maybe after this fight, maybe they make the fight happen. But, for all y'all too, man, running around here talking about, oh, Bud, why Bud won't fight Boots? Why Bud? Bro, Bud is at 154 and he's want to whoop Canelo ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Boots had the opportunity to fight Bud. Why niggas keep acting like, Bud ducking this nigga or something? Like, nigga, Bud reached out to this nigga for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And they turned it down because they was with Showtime. I'm loyal to who I'm loyal to. Showtime out of business, brother, man. So you were loyal to these niggas and Showtime out of business now. You know what I'm saying? And you over there, you done left, because, it was Showtime PBC. PBC is still around. You know what I'm saying? You done left the PBC and now you fucking with Eddie Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you should have took that deal and fought Bud when he was willing to give your ass the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? When he was willing to give the young lion his opportunity, y'all didn't jump on that. And here y'all is again doing dumb shit. 500,000 is the reason why y'all couldn't make this fight happen with goddamn Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to make these fights happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think Boots is good. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I think Boots is good, man. But, bro, you got to jump on these opportunities, bro. You can't be letting these fights sail you by, bro. Especially with fights where when you got a nigga that want to smoke with you, fam, you have to make that happen. Because a lot of these fighters in your division, they're not going to want to fight you, bro. You're going to keep having yourself relegated to fighting the fucking Karens and shit, bro. And don't nobody want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm going to keep it $1 If he's fighting that Karen nigga again, dog, I'm not watching that shit. What? I already watched you beat him. Now I'm going to watch you, to knock him out? I'm cool with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of me wasting my time and hurry up and trying to get back home on a Saturday night just to watch a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Beat a nigga he already beat. He already beat this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Now, did he look the greatest when he won the fight? No, he didn't look the greatest, but he convincingly won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this clear. It wasn't on some shit like Boots was getting his ass whooped and it was like, some form of a controversial win or something. Like, nigga, you clearly won the fight, you know what I'm saying? You just, he just made you look bad in certain pockets, you know what I'm saying, of the fight. But other than that, it's like, you rematching this dude, like, it's not a good look, dog. I can see if this is like, because some of y'all might be like, oh, tell you, Steve, you contradicting yourself. You're being a hypocrite, nigga, because y'all be running around here on the internet talking about Shakur Stevenson need to fight Edward De Los Santos. Nigga, that's a whole different, situation. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit Shakur was doing, this nigga was running the whole fucking fight with Edward De Los Santos. And then he blamed it on a hurt hand. All right, well, let's see you in a rematch with the nigga then. You know what I'm saying? Let's see you run that smoke back with Edwin De Los Santos and without a hurt hand, and let's see how that fight happens. Because like I said, ain't nobody, that shit Shakur did with Edwin De Los Santos, dog, that shit was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Nigga ran the whole fight. Literally was running away from this nigga the whole fight, dog. Boots was actually putting paws on Karen. You know what I'm saying? He was putting paws on Karen. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But Karen was making him look bad here and there. You know what I'm saying? But he clearly won that fight. So this is totally different. Totally different. You know what I mean? But I agree with Tim Bradley. I think that Boots and them should have made the fight happen. This is 2 times already, man, where you should have made the fight. You should have, bro, you're getting $6 million, bro. You could have slid that nigga that, man. You could have slid him that, man. Straight up and down, man. You could have slid that dude that shit, man. You ain't have to, you know what I'm saying? Fighters have to start being able to negotiate with it, being able to be in some kind of communication with the other fighters. Like, y'all got to get down and meet with each other, and lawyers got to talk. Everybody got to be on the phone. Y'all can't keep leaving this shit up to the promoters that I'm going to talk to this team and I'm going to talk to that team. And, y'all can't keep doing shit like that because this is why the fights don't get fucking made, dog. You know what I'm saying? When we got Manny Pacquiao and goddamn Floyd Mayweather, what happened? Floyd had to talk to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Floyd had to meet with this nigga at the end of the day. When it came down to Fury and Wilder, Fury and Wilder spoke to each other to make the fight happen. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to Bud Crawford and goddamn Earl Spence, they had to talk to each other like, yo, what's going on? Da-da-da-da. Yo, this is what the numbers looking like, da-da-da-da. Because as long as you let these people with these suits, get in the way, we're never going to see the fights that we really want to see. It's only when when the fighters start to talk to each other and get the business right is when everything lines up. You know what I'm saying? And we get fights made. Like I said, a lot of these promoters and shit, they playing dirty little janky bitch ass nigga games and shit, man. And we can't have that shit because, like I said, that's the shit that's killing the sport. That's the shit that's killing the sport, low key. You know what I'm saying? It's why you got niggas running around here thinking the UFC is like the coldest shit since sliced bread. Now, I fuck with the UFC, but come on now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, you know, at least in the UFC, like I said, one thing I do respect about the UFC is their format. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ducking. And if you duck a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker clearly see that shit. Like, damn, dog, you just gonna duck the nigga that's your number one contender, huh? You just gonna act like you don't see that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And Dana White not gonna allow that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna fight this nigga, dog, or we're gonna take the title away from your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no other sanctioning body you can run to try to become a champion in that same weight division just under another sanctioning body. Nah, UFC got one title. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, it's the king of the hill kind of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Kill the man with the ball kind of mentality. And you know, that's the one thing that that's why I like to see unifications in boxing, because we get close to finding out who's the H and I and C of the goddamn division, straight up and down. We get to see who the head nigga in charge is of the goddamn division. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, oh, he on that side of the street. I got 2 belts. He got a belt, but I'm the best. I'm the best in the division. You know what I'm saying? Or a nigga with 1 belt claiming he the best in the division, but another nigga got 2 of the belts in the division. Now I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best in the division. You know what I'm saying? And and we can't make that fight happen because he on that side of the street, which I keep telling y'all is bullshit. It's been bullshit for a long time. That other side of the street shit is just a fucking excuse to not make these fights happen. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get out here and say y'all want to let the fight marinate, or y'all want to take a little bit more time, I would respect promoters more if they came out here and just said, like, if Eddie Hearn would have came out here and been like, listen, I understand that's a fight that the people want to see right now. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? But right now, financially, this is not the fight that can happen as of right now. Maybe both of these fighters can take a fight, and then we can revisit the situation. And then maybe that fight might be brewing and ready to go at that particular moment. But as of right now, Jaron Boots Ennis is going to be fighting somebody else. I don't know what Brian Norman Jr. is going to be doing because I don't do business with him. But we're going to take this fight, and we're going to let the fight build up. We're starting to get interest into the fight. And we'll revisit that after our fights, defending our titles on his side and on our side. And that's how he should have just left it. But you out here playing into the games of, oh, they ducking and this, that, and the third. Like, it's just a bunch of fucking, like I said, y'all got no problem with Eddie Hearn doing this fuck nigga shit. But when it come down to goddamn Bill Haney, y'all niggas, oh man, see, this why I don't like Bill. This why I don't like Bill. Bill be capping. Bill be lying. Bill this, Bill that. But y'all ain't got no problem with fucking Eddie Kardashian running around here, capping and lying every time this nigga jump his little bitch-ass face in the goddamn camera and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get on y'all knees for goddamn Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? But let that bit of brother and shit, he capping, he bad for boxing, and all this other shit. All this nigga doing is promoting his son. You know what I'm saying? All that nigga Bill Haney ever did was promote his son. Now, he might stand on a couple of niggas' shoulders to do that. He might stand on a couple of niggas' shoulders to do that. Tank Davis, my bad. But you know what I'm saying? There ain't no reason to be hating that nigga. Y'all niggas really hate this nigga because of the shit, the clout chasing and shit like that he was doing. I don't hate Brother Bill. You know what I'm saying? That's still our brothers, niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's still our brother. He a capping ass nigga, but that's still our brother at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it $1 man. We listen, man. We miss Bill Haney in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Since that loss, man, Bill Haney ain't been hopping on no YouTubes. He ain't been hopping on no lives. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney and them been quiet as fuck, dog. Like, damn, man, we kind of miss Bill out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But they'll be back. You know what I'm saying? They'll be back. And and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? More power to Devin Haney and them. Like I said, I wanted to hop on the Shakur bandwagon and shit like that. But like I said, one thing I do respect about Devin Haney, he may not have the punching power and shit like that. Oh, Devin can't punch. Devin this, Devin that. But Devin at least goes out there and try to knock a nigga out, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing you can't say. And he willing to go out on his shield. You know what I'm saying? And he's a true professional. You know what I'm saying? Those are all things that I can respect and give respect to when it comes down to Devin Haney, dog, straight up and down. Now, Boots, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to make that fight happen, dog. You got to do what you got to do to make that fight happen. This Karen shit, dog, I'm not supporting that shit. I'm going to keep it a dollar bean. I ain't going to sit up here and waste your time. Now, will I watch the fight? Probably not, dog. I'm going to keep it a dollar bean. I don't want to see that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Just for you to get out here and have an easy fight and niggas walking around, man, this is why Boots is the coldest thing since sliced bread. I ain't got time for that shit, man. I ain't got time for that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? They can miss me with that hype shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the little Asian dude out there in Japan, doing his thing over there. Niggas talking about this nigga pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Like, man, whatever, dog. Ain't nobody paying attention to that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nigga fighting 4 a.m. in the morning and shit. Ain't nobody watching that shit, dog. Like, nigga talking about this man anyway, pound for pound. Like, man, y'all better stop that shit, dog. So I'm keeping the same energy when it comes down to Boots. You know what I'm saying? Boots, I don't care about this Karen nigga. You fighting him again. Don't nobody want to see that shit, dog. We want to see you fight, what's the boy name? Brian Norman Jr. And Brian Norman Jr., I'm going to keep it a dollar bean with you, dog. Nigga, you're going to have to get out here and put foot to ass on your next fight so you can, and keep pushing for the fight at the end of the day. And after these 2 fights, y'all can go ahead and lock horns. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can lock horns for unification. But anyway, man, I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer. I just wanted to give my thoughts on this particular situation. I do agree with Timothy Bradley, but a part of me, a part of me does believe, yes, he could be doing this shit because, we all know Brian Norman Jr. is a top-ranked fight. But I don't think he's doing it from that aspect. I think Boots and him was being a little greedy. And maybe it's some information that wasn't getting relayed all the way to him because he's not involved with the negotiations. You see what I'm saying? Which fighters, y'all need to be more involved with the negotiations, especially when it's a fight that you want. You know what I'm saying? Unless this nigga don't want the fight. Unless Boots secretly don't want the fight with Brian Norman Jr., these are fight. Nigga, your nose should be in this business, dog. Your nose should be, hey, Eddie, man, when y'all get ready to call him, you make sure y'all have me on that 3-way and shit. Yeah, Eddie, you spoke to him? Hey, hold on. What the fuck you mean you spoke to him, dog? I told you, nigga, that if you speak to him, nigga, I want to be on the phone. I want to be able to have, I want to have my say in this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I need to hear out your mouth that you offering this shit and all this other shit, dog. I can't just take you on face value because I don't, niggas is running around on the internet saying one thing and then you telling me one thing. It's too much confusion going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And rightfully so. A nigga just going to automatically believe that the nigga that he signed to is telling him the truth. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas ain't learned from these goddamn NFL contracts and all these players and all these different athletes and things like that who have been, historically fucked over from promoters and sports agents and shit like that. Lawyers and shit like that. Getting absolutely dog walked out of their money, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? This is why Floyd was probably as successful as he was because he made it to a point where he became his own fucking boss. You know what I'm saying? And people hated that nigga for that shit. So you got negotiations. It was no, I got to talk to this person. Y'all don't talk to Floyd. We got to talk to this person about the business. No, they was talking to Floyd. You know what I'm saying? They was talking to Money Mayweather. Straight up and down. So that's all I really got on that, man. Nah, shit. So I really got on that, man. I just really wanted to talk on that. We're going to talk about the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese situation. And I think there's something else I wanted to talk about, do a video about, but right now my brain is kind of fried right now. Just thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones, shout out to new ones. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, so anyway, so as far as Brian Norman Jr., you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure you take care of your business. Jaron Boots, Ennis, you make sure you take care of your business as well. And then, you know, probably next year, obviously, y'all can lock horns and make this unification bout happen for Nigga Nation. You know what I'm saying? For Nigga Nation at the end of the day. In the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, Nigga Nation. We know that, you know, we know both of these brothers are ancient American brothers at the end of the day. So, you know, this right here is for Nigga Nation. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I mean? So anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all.